Hi, I'm Tanya, as you know, the CEO of the Robertson Lloyd Resiliency Group and the creator of the Resilient Stars program. Today's topic is a little bit of a somber one. How do we, as parents, how do we address our children's mental health, particularly when our child has received a diagnosis such as ADHD or bipolar disorder or generalized anxiety disorder or any mental health disorder? What do we then do when that's made? Typically what happens, and what's very normal is that parents would start doing things like thinking about whose fault it is it their dad's fault, is it his genes, is it my genes, right? And that conversation around whose fault was it, how did this happen, usually predominates our thinking process. And here's what we want to do: just get to thinking about your own child. Who's your child? And how can we use strategies and skills to help your child navigate these learning opportunities? Okay, so yes, it's something something huge. It's something that we have to make adjustments to. But please, 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 parents, be careful not to create a self-fulfilling prophecy for our children to feel as though they they don't have to live up to high expectations, right? The diagnosis it offers us insight on what needs to be done. That's it. It does not change the fact that your child will still be a doctor. It does not change the fact that your child will still be great at what he or she was born to do. That's the truth, right? And you need to really advocate for your child, understand, educate yourself, and just start with your whole child in front of you. Start with things like, is my child eating what they should be eating, right? Be very particular about their diets. Get the sugars to a minimal, right? All of the snacks, the stuff that they really like that's not even good for them, is not good for us, right? Get them to really, and you too, start eating healthier, right? So once you're buying things like vegetables and fruits and having lots of water, you are the child's role model, right? You eat and drink those things and pay attention to your diet, number one, right? So we're pretty much talking about a Maslow's hierarchy here. So we're looking at food, shelter, food, clothing, shelter, and safety needs, right? So we're checking the food, everything's good. Your child's sleep pattern. If your is your child sleeping, does your child practice a healthy sleep hygiene where they go to sleep at a particular time and they wake up at a particular time every day? Those things help with regulating moods and helping your child to have that structure. And structure is a very significant part of keeping mental health challenges in check, right? Being predictable. And that's where we get to the safety needs, right? Things are predictable. I know what time to get up. I know that I'm expecting my mom to pick me up after school. Or now with online schooling, I know what times I have to sign on for my classes. I know what is expected of me. I know what times to leave. A diagnosis isn't an excuse, it is something that informs how we are to treat with something. Now, when it comes to mental health, for example, I would find it very difficult to believe that any parent would know that their child has diabetes and would feed that child sugar and say, oh no, that child just, let me just let the child be. Right. When it comes to mental health conditions, however, we may be observing things such as, our child isn't sleeping regularly. Our child has started regressing or bedwetting when they're way past that stage. Our child just cries profusely because it's raining. Our child might really blow it. Like for example, the kids use this term with me, say you're doing too much, right? So the child might be doing too much for something like, my sister took my candy, and you want to scream and throw things down. Okay, so that's not okay. And it's if it's happening all the time and it's going on for 6 months, you don't want to think that that's a phase. So let's do something about it, right? It's all about learning social skills. And the more confidence your child gets at social skills and mastering these skills, mastering their ability to deal with setbacks and to bounce back quicker, the better they're going to be in the long term. Please, we are preparing children to be leaders and to be adults. They have had to deal with a lot. COVID-19 is not easy on anybody, not any one of us, right? And we have to make sure that we pay attention, that we attend to our children's needs. You guys are already great at doing this. Let's continue doing it. And the Resilient Stars program is here to support. It's here to teach those social skills, teach those math skills, discuss those difficult things around social issues, in Awaken Your Genius, right? So give us a call, give us your feedback. We'd like to know the topics you're interested in having us cover. And I'm Tonya on behalf of the Robinson Lloyd Resiliency Group, Mr. Sean Lloyd, the president, as well as Dr. C for our pre-K to grade 2 clinical supervisor, signing off for now. Until next Friday. See you soon. Bye.